Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pageant Planet Live. I'm Stephanie McGreen, and today I'm joined by the beautiful Janice McQueen Ward, Mrs. United States 1999, Director of the Mrs. California United States and Ms. Woman United States Pageants. Welcome, Janice.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm really excited to see you and talk with you.
I am so excited to see you too and to have you joining me because I know the first Ms. Woman United States pageant will be coming up. So I'm excited to hear about all of the tips and how the ladies can best prepare to compete to win that crown. So tell us, how can they best prepare to compete?
Well, that's a great question. First, I wanted to talk all about the Ms. Woman United States pageant so that everybody has an idea of the history, and then that will, I think, allow us to talk about the competition categories. Ms. Woman United States this is our first year since 2007, believe it or not. The very first Ms. Woman United States was crowned in 2006, and she was from Florida. And in 2007, they crowned Ms. Woman United States from New York. And then the Miss United States pageant organization, it all changed as we know it today. So, and Miss United States started in 2008, so there was a junior teen, Miss, and Ms. So Ms. Woman has been on hiatus. So now we're so excited to bring Ms. Woman United States back to the United States family this July. So we're bringing something back to our heritage, our legacy. So I'm really excited for the women to compete in this pageant. And to answer your question, the best way to prepare themselves is to be themselves, for sure. And then we can talk about interview and fitness, as well as fashion as well. But the most important thing to me, Stephanie, is when the women compete for Ms. Woman, it really is about the complete woman total beauty that Mrs. United States and the Miss United States organization stands for. And that is a woman that really feels confident in themselves, that gets out in the community, has a cause, and speaks passionately about it, and represents them well as their true and authentic self. So in preparation, I encourage every single woman that's out there wanting to compete and are competing for this pageant is to be involved in their community and to make a difference and to stay true to themselves as they learn and grow that confidence along the way.
Love that. And I love the United States system in that there's something for just about everyone in every age group. And that was also an interesting history that you gave. I was not aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know your pageant has fitness wear competition. So what do you recommend the ladies to wear? And will that look different for someone who's, say, 40 versus someone who's competing and is 60?
Absolutely. Since our pageant is for women that are 40 and over, you will see women competing 40, 50, 60, 70. Beauty to me is completely limitless. So join our pageant regardless of age. But I recommend wearing something that you would feel comfortable in. Our fitness competition is going to be more of an informal setting. It's not going to be on stage. It's going to be by the pool, sort of mirroring our Mrs. United States fitness and swimsuit by the pool pictures. So it will be nice and informal, so it's comfortable for those ladies competing. But I would recommend them wearing something that you would typically wear for a nice walk or stroll or working out at the gym. Of course, maybe a little bit fancier, more colorful. But I really want to see the girl's personality. So something from like Lululemon is what pops in my mind if I were competing, what I would want to wear, because it's fashionable, it's comfortable, it's flattering, but without going overboard. It's really all about taking care of themselves. And you talk about 40 versus 60, well, what we're doing is we're judging those ladies based on the fitness level for their age. So there's no comparison judging in the United States system, and definitely not at Ms. Woman. So it's all about being your personal best and being the best fitness level that you can at 40 or at 50 or at 60, and that's how they'll be judged.
I love how you said beauty is limitless and there's no comparison judging. And it sounds like it's just about being the best you and being relaxed. And I love that. Now,
Absolutely.
yes, what about the fashion wear competition? What can we expect or should we expect to see the ladies competing in?
Well, that is an exciting segment of the pageant. I really want the girls to enjoy it. You know, Mrs. United States has had costume, we've had, swimsuit. So for Ms. Woman, I really want it to be a combination of both of that. So it does show that they take care of themselves, they look great in their outfit, but they can have a flair of personality. So really think New York Fashion Week. I want those ladies to wear what they think New York Fashion Week is. Now, that could be a ball gown. That could be a pageant gown. That could be a cocktail dress or a high-low. It could even be a pantsuit. They can wear anything. Sky's the limit. This is the opportunity they have to show their personality to the judges and to have fun with it. And I think most of us have dreamed of walking down the runway in New York. So I just encourage everyone to embrace that and feel like you are truly on a runway in New York City and that you're the fashion model icon of the year, and enjoy that. I really don't believe in telling girls what to wear, but I like to paint a picture and a vision of what I think it should be, and then they can interpret it as they feel. So again, the sky's the limit when it comes to the fashion. I can't wait to see that segment.
Oh, me neither. Love it. They can make it their own. Sounds like it's going to be one of the most exciting parts of the entire pageant.
Absolutely. For sure. It'll be fantastic.
Now, in terms of interview, what will the judges be looking for?
Well, interview to me, Stephanie, is the most important thing. As most people know me, as I like to have a little bit of funny, a little bit of flair. So I encourage women to bring that personality to the forefront. So they need to be prepared. Interview is the most important segment of the pageant because they're being judged on not only in-person interview, but on-stage interview. So they need to be prepared. They need to not only know their bio and know themselves, but to be that authentic self that I talked about before. And that means if you want to say it, you want to mean it. You want to have action behind those words. So I always encourage anyone preparing for an interview is to have a checklist, have a to-do list, have a bullet point list of things that you want to talk about that are important to you. You're not walking into that interview feeling as if it's going to just happen and it's spontaneous, because it's not. You need to lead that interview. So the judges are looking for someone who is confident, who is devoted to not only the title but to their community, that knows what they're going to do. They have an action plan, not only in place, but they have an action plan for the future. They're looking for articulate, and of course, we're always looking for beauty of face, and that's important. And again, they're being judged by the beauty that they have within. I always say that any beauty that is being judged in a pageant is that beauty that radiates from within. So it's not only their physical beauty, but if they radiate beauty from within, they're even more beautiful in the eyes of the judges, in the eyes of the audience. So be who you are. Be the best you can be, and no one can compare to that. Not a single person can compare to that. I encourage judges, if they're judging on a scale of 1 to 10, I want all 50 girls to have 10s. They walk in there and I want them to be their best. There's no comparison judging. So if you give a girl a 10 and the next girl walks in and she's a 10 and the next girl walks in and you're like, wow, she's a 10, we want them to judge fairly and each girl separately so that they can wow them with their own personality.
Great advice, and beauty coming from within and leading the interview, so important to remember when competing.
Absolutely.
Now, what about rocking that onstage interview? How can ladies best prepare for the onstage portion of the competition?
Well, this is honestly my favorite part of any competition because that is where a girl can make it or break it. She can lose the title with that onstage question. So my advice for onstage interview is to always take a moment. When that question's being asked of you, take a moment. It feels like a lifetime, but it's only a few seconds to the rest of us. Take a moment and in your mind, think about what you want to say. Think about why you want to say that. And again, it comes back to your plan of action. The fact that you're there for a reason. You're there for a purpose. You're not there just for a crown. You're there because you have a vision and a purpose for your life. So take that into consideration when you ask that question, regardless of what it is. And then answer it. And remember, it's impactful. You only have 30 seconds to a minute on stage, realistically. That's what I'm looking for, no more than a minute. So taking that few seconds will allow you to really articulate what you want to say, have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if you can, personalize it. It's always good to personalize any interview question, whether it be in person or on stage. But on stage, in interview, you'll reel them in, they'll fall in love with you. But on stage question, you'll seal the deal.
Love it. Janice, thank you so much for all of the fabulous tips and advice. Loved having you on.
Oh, well, thank you, Stephanie. It's been my pleasure. I really appreciate the opportunity, and I do hope everyone will come out to Ms. Woman United States. It will be in Las Vegas at the Orleans the week of July 19th. Actually, the girls will arrive on the 21st, and the finals will be on the 24th, that Friday evening. So it's 2 days after Mrs. United States. So please come and experience the United States family. And also go to Miss United States in D.C. at the first part of July. It's a beautiful, beautiful affair. Thank you so very much. And if it's okay, if I may add, since I do run the Mrs. California United States pageant, this is my 7th year, it will be live streamed for those of you not living in California. So save the date, April the 12th. At Long Beach at the Grand. So it's the home of Miss USA and now Mrs. California United States. So save the date, and I'll have everything posted via my Facebook page. So I look forward to having everyone attend that via their computer, hopefully.
Wonderful. We will check that out, and we will be so excited to see who the new Mrs. California United States is, and of course, the new Ms. Woman United States as well. Thank you, Janice.
Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it.
And thanks to the viewers for tuning in. And for more great interviews like this one on how to succeed in pageantry, be sure to subscribe to Pageant Planet's YouTube channel. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Janice. Bye-bye.
Bye.